Hello Reapers, my name is Seth and we are back again for some more Monster Hunter World. Oh man, this game is amazing, like seriously, but geez Louise, it certainly has a huge, massive tutorial at the beginning. How y'all doing today though, folks? Hope you're fantastically wonderful, and I hope this video makes your day even better. So, I ended up going through town since the last video, or the first episode, I guess I should say. Thank you for the feedback on the first episode. By the way, Reapers, I'm really hoping that you've been enjoying the series thus far. Can I even say that? But I'm really excited for when we start getting to the mid-tier, maybe even possibly the late game, because there is definitely a lot to this. Like, you can already just tell because of the sheer breadth of content that we've got at the beginning. I already ended up talking to most of the NPCs. A lot of them had a lot to say, yakety yak yak yak. So we will kind of mess around with that a little bit before we end up going on our adventure here. We do actually have some optional side quests, which I have completed a few of them. It seems like, generally speaking, we got the same quest to fight 7 Jargas, and I was able to just kind of grind that out as many times as I wanted to. What was that? Lift? Lift what? Lift my cat? Lift this? Why would I lift this? Oh, take the lift to a different floor. That's what it means. Okay, it never explained any of that. But we got this big macho cat over here who actually wants us to do a side quest. Not sure if we're going to do that today, of going out and gathering certain supplies and resources. Also, in the first episode, we ended up selling all the resources after the first mission, and then, of course, blatantly found out right after, when I was messing around off camera, we need every single resource known to man. Like, you need everything that you can get to forge all sorts of different gear and stuff. And we also had an NPC talk about how up there was a bunch of characters that this dude ended up making an airship for. And they ended up going out into the world and ended up crashing their ship when they saw a flying creature that attacked them. And I'm wondering whether or not that's going to end up being the next encampment, because I know that there are going to be different biomes in different areas that we're going to kind of end up going to as we experience the world, right? So over here, this is going to end up being the armory, where we can just buy armor outright, and there's kind of a reason to buy more than one weapon of the same type, just because when you go over to the smithy right here, you can actually forge your gear into different specific functional type of gear. So like the daggers that I'm rocking right now are just the bone daggers. If we can actually go to upgrade equipment, I think that's what it's under. Let me take a quick little peek and see. Yeah, so we've actually got the ore tree. So the ore tree is going to end up being the daggers made out of ore. We're rocking these ones right down here that are going to be the bone tree. So we can get this to level 2 already, and then potentially we could either get to bone tier 3, or go down to whatever tree this is if we had the proper resources, or end up going over to this one right over here. Like, it's really cool that they kind of force you to use each of the different daggers more than once in order to actually get to the other tiers and unlock each of them, which begs the question of whether or not you could actually end up getting away with using just your favorite weapon and just kind of changing the element of them. Like, we could potentially have a full set of the dual blades in every type of damage output available, and possibly that could end up being something that we would end up wanting to actually do. However, you do get to see that the differences in these is going to be very vast. We get to see that the ore blades tier 2 is actually going to be 126 damage, while the dagger ones, or the bone ones, are going to be 154, not to mention all of the other secret stats that these things have. But anyways, we won't get into any of that because yikes, it just keeps going on and on. Forging equipment is us just forging raw gear in general. Armor, as far as I know, we can actually just buy outright higher tiers of armor, whereas the weapons, in order to get better weapons, we have to forge them. We're not going to be able to cheat our way to the end by just buying the best gear in the game. Also, there's going to be these kinsects or something, which we don't have any availability to getting those guys right now, but that's okay. Let's just go and do another quest right here. We got the quest board where we can end up getting quests just the same as if we were talking to the other NPCs and stuff like that, right? So post a new quest. Let's take a look at this. We've got assigned quests, optional quests, and events. So as of right now, because of the downloadable content, I forget if it's the Lessons of the Wild. I think this is the one where it actually does, like, this is kind of like a limited time only quest that you're only going to be able to have access to for a little limited amount of time. Not exactly sure how long that's gonna last, but it does say that we need HR 6 or higher, so I don't know what that is. Maybe it just is our rank in general, but let's go to the assigned quest, because now we've got to go to the Kestodon kerfuffle, which is Zora Magdoris's appearance has driven a herd of Kestodon to a new territory. We'll need you to go out and thin the herd of headbutters. Okay, so we're going to end up just going out and killing a bunch of very basic creatures. We can set the amount of players in the passcode. I don't have PlayStation Plus though, so unfortunately we're not going to play online. Vouchers are something that you actually get for logging into the game daily, and you can use them to end up giving yourself more rewards in the quest. So there's no reason not to use them, because you can only have 5 vouchers at a time anyways, and if you end up using them, it kind of lets you get the best rewards as well as some special items as well. So now we also have to deal with what I think is really kind of strange and ridiculous, is a loading screen inside the game while we're just standing around, so the quest itself is loading. One thing that I thought would be so cool, like how awesome would it be if this person right here was another actual hunter, and this whole hub area was accessible to everybody, where you got to see like tons and tons of other players, you know, and then everybody could show off all their gear and stuff like that. I just think that that would be absolutely awesome. Haha! There's all sorts of other crazy tips that I ended up finding out as well. There's a researcher, where as we end up going out and researching these creatures, we can level him up, thus giving us more of an edge of knowing our enemy, right? Because that's kind of what this game is all about. So this supply box seems to always give you these supplies just every single time you end up coming into the game. I'm also trying to get a little bit more acquainted with like the hotbar here. So we kind of got the whetstone up at the top, and the left side is all health potions, while the right side is all stamina using items, not to mention the fire SOS thing. We do also have, where is it? I want to use these emotes. How do I actually use them? That's the real bottom line. Can I use it? There we go. Is that the sumo slap? That's because I got the deluxe edition. The game totally tricked me into getting it. You can actually buy emotes for this game, which is really weird. And we do also have what? What is he doing? We do also have access to what is it, like a samurai set of armor or something like that, but I'm not exactly sure where that is. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that guy because he seems to just want to be a big weirdo. Where are these creatures? Is it these ones that we're supposed to be taking care of? I've been kind of exploring the environment and found out the hard way that, remember in the first episode I was mentioning, oh, the area of the map, like I guess we unlock more of it as we play. And we actually unlock the map as we explore it. So I kind of ended up exploring all of this area that we've got over here. So yeah, keep that in mind, everybody. But whoopsie daisy, I didn't want to use a potion. I wanted to take care of this guy. We don't got to worry about these creatures. I ended up reading up on their behavior, and what they end up doing is as soon as they end up getting battle next to them, they pretty much just end up running away, as you can see all the other ones in the background. And at least we get to get some resources off of them, which, you know, raw meat is definitely something that we want to grab. I don't know whether or not we should be fighting those creatures that are around us, but that was actually not one of the Kestodons anyways. A Kestodon? I don't know. We actually got to go to, what was it? I think it was actually up and over here. The vine trap seems to be where it's near. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's these guys. Okay. So these are the ones that we actually have to take care of. We've got the male, and I'm guessing that's the female in the background because of the fact that she looks so much fancier than the males do. Thus is usual creature design as well. Get him, Bobo! Okay, you stupid freak. Oh, man alive. They're trying to slowly introduce us to these different creatures, obviously, before we end up taking on some of the bigger ones. Because otherwise, I mean, I'm already having a hard enough time just dealing with this one guy. I'm thinking that we might end up swapping over our weapon to maybe a more serious, like, two-handed blade or something like that. Just because of the fact that we don't really have that much reach with these, which is something that I wish that we had, like, seriously. Because despite the fact that we do definitely have fast attacking, and thus, of course, we can end up rolling and dodging out of the way very quickly, I don't know if these are necessarily my favorite. Like, I like the way that they play. Let's use our demon mode right here, which of course is going to end up giving us an absolute flurry of attacks. Get rid of this guy right here. That was just one female too, by the way. Like, yikes! These guys are stronger than they let on. I also ended up swapping our armor over. I like the idea of kind of combining different pieces of armor though, so we ended up using... Oh, this one's a female, so maybe that our big one was the male then. Ah, okay, I guess it's like the protector. Oh, those birds! They ate all of my stuff! You stupid things! Like, seriously. I was trying to get the resources off that guy. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the big one's the male. The one that's got the big ugly head. Alright. Never mind what I was talking about. Kestodon shell. So it's a specific resource that you actually get from them, huh? Okay, so where are we going to actually track these guys? Let's get this vitality plant. Is that a vitality plant? This is a vitality plant, right? We can use this to get ourselves some more health. Absolutely awesome. And then we can also see in the top left that our weapon is really, really low. How do we actually... There we go. That's how we kind of do it. I'm still trying to learn how you actually use the hotbar stuff. But you can see in the top left, we just repaired our blade. So we get to kind of use that. You know, we got to repair our blade very regularly. That's another disadvantage to using these little dual comma dagger things. Is just the fact that they break pretty quickly, dude. And I just overall like the heavy weapons. So that's another reason why we may end up swapping over to them. Whee! That was fun, although useless. And as I've been exploring the wilds and stuff like that, like there's so much to this game, so much depth to it. Absolutely love it. Like the way that it's designed is just so superb, dude. Seriously. Okay, there we go. A whole bunch more of them. Seems like we got quite a few of them. So they got stones over here, which I'm wondering. Let's take a quick little peek at our map here. I wish. How do we actually zoom in? There's a vine trap that I know that's nearby. All right, so we can try and use that to our advantage to actually fight these guys. I don't know if we necessarily have to, though. You know, like potentially we could end up trying to set up like a proper trap for them, but I don't know if we have to, where we would lure them over to the tree and then they would end up getting trapped in all of the vines and stuff like that. That's okay. Let's see what happens when we hit it with a rock. Is that just going to aggro all of them? Are they going to know where I am instantaneously? Can we even ride these guys? I don't think so, but I'm going to try it. Come on. Come on, you. You're really uggles. You kind of look cute, though, in a little ways as well. Okay, you know what? Forget this, you stupid creature. What the? Whoa! Okay, that was a weird combo. I like that a lot. Like, man alive, that looked really, really cool. Jeez Louise. Okay, you guys are going down. Let me demon up my blades here and get right up into the action. Start using some of the different combos here that we got going on, because when we're in the demon mode, that's when it really starts to shine, like these dual blades right here. And while we're in this demon mode, I'm pretty sure we actually don't get knocked down nearly as bad, so we don't gotta worry that much about, like, you know, these guys knocking us to the ground or anything, so we get to just attack them at our leisure, right? Which, again, I really want to use the two-handed heavier weapons just because they have more stun effect to them. Also, that boomerang that keeps going around, I'm pretty sure that's our little cat dude. I should actually be gathering these resources, because otherwise these stupid birds are going to end up eating it all. I don't think that other thing is alive behind us. We did take them all out, didn't we? Nope, we still hear our cat actually fighting it. You got it, Bobo! Take him down! That's so wrong, like sending our cute little cat to take him down, like seriously. And he's having a world of trouble too, isn't he? Okay, you're going down, get away. Like, seriously, what's going on there? Oh, it's trying to tell us to go to the direction. Okay, cool. So, we'll see what ends up happening today as far as the episode length. You know, I'm expecting these episodes maybe 20 to 30 minutes each, just because of the fact that it would be a little bit disappointing if we ended up just getting this one, like, quest out of the way and then that was it for today, you know what I mean? So let's try and use, there we go, so that's how you use the hot bar, is you gotta end up just tapping on it with the joystick once, rather than going over to it over and over again, right? Also, we got a cutscene going on here, so check it out. Looks like the Great Jargas has left us a present. Oh, are we already fighting that thing? I don't think so. I think we're gonna go and fight that thing in the next quest, possibly. Look at those Kestodon. Something's up with them. What are they doing? Well, oh! Yes, look at him! Look at that animation! I love that, dude. That looks so good. That's the Great Jargas. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. So the way that you can actually fight these guys... What? Take it down? We are fighting it! Okay. I was going to say what we were going to do for today is do the next quest, because I was assuming it was going to be the Jargas. But if the quest is just organically going to move into this, I am down for just killing this creature and calling it a day. Just because I got to get this video out to all of you Reapers, like, as soon as possible. So as we're gathering all of these resources on the ground, or not gathering resources so much, but scanning its footprints, checking out the environment and stuff like that, our fireflies right there are kind of getting better at detecting things in the environment. So, for example, they're getting better at actually following the Jargas and everything. So, You know, it kind of just, the game becomes easier the further you end up getting your experience points of actually knowing where the footprints are and stuff. You can see on the right side of our screen, we got 5 more points to our research, and we got to manually go in, turn that into a research character so that we can end up upgrading our fireflies and thus end up getting our fireflies to end up detecting, I think, just the Jargas a little bit more better. What was he saying? What? We've tracked it. What do you mean we've tracked it? Why did it point me down there? Okay, maybe our fireflies are actually detecting it now and just, yeah, see, that's what I mean. They're actually just following it now outright and telling us this is where this bad boy is. So what we could have done, we didn't get to do it, unfortunately, is that if we ended up attacking it while it just fed, we could get it to vomit, thus making it a lot weaker, as opposed to right now, I'm pretty confident it's going back into the cave to feed its babies, so it's going to regurgitate the food, which means that we don't actually get the advantage of having it weaker because we forced it to induce vomiting ourselves, right? So this potentially could end up going very, very badly. But I think we're gonna be doing good, Reapers. Like, seriously, it's kind of just a starting quest, so I don't really think we're gonna deal with... Okay. I don't really think we're gonna have that much trouble with this guy. Okay, let's hide over here. Yeah, he's, I don't know what he's doing. Is he trying to feed his babies or what? I'm hoping we can kind of sneak up behind him, get a nice drop attack on him. There are going to end up being vines around as well. Slashberry, excuse me, what is all this? Leave this item? Leave what item? I don't want to leave my potions. Okay, I don't really know. Let's get rid of the toadstools then. Sure, I don't know what that does for us, but whatever. So we can kind of use this to our advantage here, folks, where we get to scan its footprints while we're just blatantly following it. And because of it, we get to get even more of our experience points up towards the Great Jargas. The bone pile is something that's definitely important for us, because we need the bones to actually upgrade our daggers. So that's a resource that I keep on trying to gather to the best of my ability. Okay, where is this guy? I can't really see him because of all these stupid fireflies that we got in our face here. There we go. Footprints leveled up. Does that mean that everything ended up leveling up on that, or just the footprints specifically? I think we have to actually go and level that up manually, otherwise it's not going to end up working. Okay, there he is right there. So is this going to end up working out? Are we going to be able to sneak up on him? Oh, he actually just jumped off the edge there. He just jumped off the edge. Is it? Ah, we're too far away. We're too far away. That's too bad. I was really hoping that we were going to be able to actually, like, get on top of him. Can you please, like, get over there? Seriously? Can you jump off the ledge, stupid? Ah! I wanted to get on top of the mama. This is working very badly for us, dude. Okay, you know what? This is very bad disadvantage, us fighting it in here. But it's, you know, because it's kind of its home front. It's its home territory. But we're going to do it anyways. First of all, we're going to blind him because he really, really doesn't like the light. Like, these lizards are very, very prone to getting hurt by it. Okay, let's see if we can end up damaging him enough. Another thing, too, is if we damaged his tail more specifically, we can chop it off to get that specific resource off of this guy. You can do stuff like that to almost all of the big creatures in the game. You can kind of see the damage on the tail is starting to really show. With a lot of cuts and stuff like that. And he still is blinded right now, so it is a very distinct advantage for us to chop at its tail right now. I'm just trying to be very careful as where we're causing the damage, because I want to try and get that tail off of him, dude. Like, seriously? I want to try and get this resource. I don't know whether or not it's something that we necessarily need right now, but it certainly is something that we should go for, because I'm sure we're going to need it somewhere down the line. Can you please stop doing a whole flurry of attacks and just, like, go in one direction, dude? Like, seriously? I mean, even if we end up just blatantly killing this one creature and never mind its tail, that's perfectly fine, because that's the whole thing, is it's definitely going to get harder and harder to gather certain resources off of these creatures the more powerful they end up getting. And the Jargas as well is going to end up being very basic in its attacks and stuff like that. You can kind of see he is getting tired, though, so we did actually get to knock him down on the ground. I'm going to take this advantage to actually sharpen up our blades, because they're already broken, which means we're not really causing that much damage to him, and I would much rather be causing damage than dealing with a broken blade, right? So let's see if we can actually lure this guy up and over here. Oh, he's gonna try and retreat, huh? You gonna leave your babies to deal with me, man? That's like really rude. What is with my character? Why is he like out of stamina already? He's like so fat. Like, what's his problem? Oh, dude, I can't even manage to do this thing. We gotta track this guy down though, because otherwise, yep, there he goes. There goes the mama. How dare you leave the enemy, or leave your babies behind? He's trying to eat right now. I thought that's what he was going to do. I just didn't want to say it. He's eating right now so that she can end up trying to heal up and actually fight us a little bit more effectively, right? But if we can damage her enough, we can get her to do that whole regurgitation thing, right? Which I think is what she's doing right now. Is she? Nope, not necessarily. Okay, you get back here. You get back here. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. You think that you're going to be able to get away from me, you big, ugly freak? Like, seriously, I'm going to take you down. I don't even care if I can't chop off your tail. You're going down. And speaking of which, look at that. It's actually going up and over to the vine trap, which I don't know whether or not, like, that's... No, I didn't think that that was going to end up working and being that simple. But if we get her to attack this tree right here, we are going to actually have her get stuck in the vines. So that's definitely something that I want to get done here. Why is our character putting our sword away? Oh, gosh. Like, seriously? Okay, there we go. We got to chop down the tree, and there we go. We got it trapped. So we actually did get to chop down the tree ourselves. I didn't even know that we could do that. That's very, very cool. Oh, man, so awesome. Seriously, you're going down, dude. Man, it certainly comes out of the vines really quickly, doesn't it? We gotta keep attacking its belly to actually get it to start regurgitating, though. Wow, it's got a weird roll attack, though. Jeez Louise. Okay, get up, get up, get up. Man alive, this guy is, really proven to be difficult. It was not nearly this difficult when the demo was actually out, like the beta demo. I guess that's just because of the fact that it's not a demo anymore. It's the real deal. So we gotta try and take him down. Get back here, mama. Like, seriously, why do you keep running from me? That's rude. I just want to get your number. Your number of your coffin. Like, seriously. Okay, you know what? Let's just sharpen our blade right here. Use our whetstone. May as well take advantage of it. Unfortunately, we don't have the blinding light butterfly things down in the cave anymore because we ended up getting rid of all of those in favor of actually, you know, getting this thing to run away, which it seems like it's going into the cave so that it can specifically rest. Yep, that's what it's trying to do. Because resting is going to end up, you know, of course, making it heal up. It ended up getting rid of its food, unfortunately, so we do got to try and make this count. I don't know if we get to... Ha-ha! I don't know if we get to necessarily, like, is it regurgitating? I don't think it actually counted for that. I think it's just, like, blinded. Oh, no, it is actually eating the food that it just regurgitated. That's a little bit gross, like, seriously. Okay, let's try and, I want to use a potion right here. Quickly, quickly. Okay, now let's start attacking its belly, try to get it to throw up while we have this distinct advantage of actually having this thing down on the ground. Oh, is he vomiting right now, actually? I think he might be. I think that might actually be what's going on. Man, this creature is certainly as tough. Like, seriously? He's lasting so long. There, yes! The Great Jargas has been defeated! Get away from me, weird baby creatures. Like, seriously. We're returning to base in 1 minute. I don't want to return to base. I want to get the resources as quickly as possible, please. Like, seriously, you guys better not attack me while I'm trying to get all these resources off of your mom. I know that's, like, really, really weird and kind of sadistic in a lot of ways, but that's just the way that the world works in Monster Hunter. It's a cruel world that we got to deal with here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to chop off its tail, man. I think we really need to consider using a stronger weapon. Because even though I really like these blades because they give us the advantage of being able to roll around like a crazy person, maybe they're not really the best of choices, you know? Like, maybe we would be better off actually having, like, other gear. Oh, is that just the normal Jargas, or is that the Great Jargas? I think it's actually a Great Jargas, right? Great Jargas material something. Oh, I wanted to get that. I wanted to get that. Oh, well. Still, that was very exciting. Wow. A lot more exciting than the demo, actually, even though it ended up taking a lot longer than it should have. But still very, very cool. I didn't expect that we were going to be fighting that thing already. Like, I thought it was going to slowly have us go through the ranks of all the monsters first. Jeez. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are our flies detecting now? Oh, no. That better not be the thing that I think it is. We've got a lead. If that's that bird ostrich thing that we saw at the beginning trailer, or not the beginning trailer, but the beginning cutscene when we got to this area, that thing is not, like, he's a force to be reckoned with, man. That creature is not fun to fight. The fact that it breathes fire and everything too. Oh, yep. I think that's it because that looks like oil to me because it's got, apparently, as far as the lore is concerned, it's got some type of a tendon inside itself. Never mind, that's something completely different than what I thought. That is the weirdest. Pookie Pookie! He's adorable!
There's our mark.
I like it! Oh man, that thing looks so cool! It looks so weird! Oh my, he's big. And he shoots acid. Something's got agitated. Yeah, whatever that thing is. Yeah, what is that?
What the heck is that?
Oh man, is that?
Never seen anything like that.
I wonder if that's poop from the Great Volcanic Dragon.
I'd like to find
Yup.
out.
I'd like to find out, but we were report back before we fight the dragon chameleon thing. Yeah, you got it, guy. That's such a cool creature. I thought it was going to be that giant turkey monster, which I'm terrified of that thing because he was difficult in the demo for crying out loud, let alone in the core game. He's going to kick my butt. Wow, that looks so cool. Like, seriously. Is there a quicker, easier way of grabbing all these resources than just grabbing them all one at a time? Like, seriously. We also got, I don't know, we got all sorts of crazy items, bonus rewards. So we got Great Jargas material. That's what we ended up getting, I think, for just completing the quest, but also the, what's it called, that voucher that we ended up using. Oh, it gives us ×2 of our money as well. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we can end up leveling up the research as well, so that potentially could end up being something that's helpful for us. What is going on? Like, seriously? Help me. So you think you found something that'll lead us to Zora Magdaris? I think so. Well, I'd send some researchers out right now, but, well, not with that Pookie Pookie hanging around. He doesn't realize it. That's profanity right there. I'm gonna have to start putting a profanity warning at the beginning of this game. Pookie Pookie territory, that's pretty, oh wait, team leader, that's pretty deep in the forest. We'll have to get better equipment to take it on. Yeah, most definitely. Once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp. What? Once it's ready, we'll make our move. Are you kidding me? A forest camp? That's ridiculous. Until then, we can do everything to help them get that camp up and running again. Let's get to it. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, dude. Puke Puke, that's how he actually pronounced it. That's hilarious that that's how you actually pronounce that creature. Required materials gathered. Yeah, that's right, because you can actually set up on researching new tiers of gear and upgrading gear and stuff like that. You can actually mark it so that when you end up having the resources to actually upgrade, the game will tell you you have the resources to actually upgrade this gear. But I think that's all the time that we have for today. I mean, I have to run through town talking to all the NPCs, try out some of the other equipment and do some side optional quests so that I can get better acquainted with the controls in the game and stuff like that. But in either case, thank you so much for watching, Reapers. Very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. That's also going to build up loyalty points on my merch store. Links are in the description for that. And for the fans that want to go the extra mile, you can donate to me for absolutely free with Gawkbox. Links are in the description explaining that as well. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.